So I just played one of the like greatest games of AoE. I have to share it. I have to talk about it. So I started out, normal build order, 5 on wood. I had 2 on gold by the end of the feudal age, and I had people on berries, and I made a second wood line and just stacked it up there on the second wood line. So I was making villagers while I was playing forward, and the villagers were set to automatically go to wood, and then eventually I would switch them over to farms. So that's what I'll do in the future, though, switch them over to the farms faster. But anyway, the juicy part of it is I was sitting here on gold and I walled it perfectly to the TC, and the AI did a drush and lost all of the units to the TC because I had people on wood next to TC, and I just garrisoned them and just shot out the arrows and killed them. So perfect little wall right here. I had a palisade here as well, and they were just getting gold. So as soon as I made the feudal age, I already had this, and then the wall over here. There was a drush coming here, I knew that there was going to be a drush coming because they did early scouting and was aggressive looking for hits. So I went ahead and I got the archery range down perfectly on this side right here as soon as I saw it coming, and it was just perfect. Everything was perfect. I made archers in here and they lost their units to the TC. So then I sent the archers forward and was just harassing the villagers right here. They had a tower on the gold. I sent my scout and 2 archers to the tower, set directly below it, and attacked the tower. While I was doing that, I sent 2 more archers on this side and started harassing the farmers and the woodcutters. And then I sent 2 more archers later on because I kept putting them in here and then letting them out in groups of 2, just because I don't want to lose a bunch of archers and then cost the game. I wanted to make sure that they didn't get countered that fast, which I knew that by this time. I knew they were holding out for a night play because I saw the night or the stable. So I got 2 archers here and kept harassing this, causing them to make another lumber camp, get on the other side. Harassed the stone a bit, sat here with archers for a while, just all over the place, causing a lot of damage for their eco while I was constantly keeping villager production. And then I made a monastery. I did double stable when I hit castle age, or before I hit castle age. I had 2 stables I was dropping, and then I sent knights 2 by 2 out. And by the time I did that, they had just hit castle age and they were getting knights as well, but they only had 1 or 2 knights at the time, and I overran them, sent monks forward, converted knights, healed my knights, kept them alive, kept some damage and pressure applied to the farms and everything around it. And yeah, I would say this was my best game of AoE, and it wasn't even recorded. Yeah, it's versus AI, but all in all, it was my best game of AoE yet. Look at the stats here and you'll see how well in the lead I was the entire time. 40-6. That's a really good trade there. Very good. I was microing the archers, keeping them away from the TCs. Everything was just going to plan. 5 seconds later than the opponent to castle age, and I produced more military in feudal age. As you will see in, look at that, 12 villagers up. In the timeline here, you can see the military, and then they basically have nothing. They lost their scout, they lost their men-at-arms, they did a drush, they couldn't do archers because I sent aggressive forward units that took away their woodcutters and their farmers, so everything went to plan. And then by castle age, I was just so much in the lead that I was able to produce a lot of units and take it over, and that's how I won.